What's the most rebellious thing you've done as a teenager?
I love to play Scrabble.
What was your resolution for 2023 and how far are you to it?
I know this, not to make any plans. And I'm doing very well.
A woman who inspires you.
Priyanka Chopra.
One birthday gift that you would like your friends to know that you like and you should get on your next birthday.
This is an old one, I don't know if it's still available, but the R2-D2 remote control.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jane and you are watching this interview on Bollywood Hungama.
We want to do a rapid fire with you, which is fun questions
Okay.
because we want to end this on a very fun note.
Okay.
Are you ready? This should be rapid and fiery if possible. Let's
God,
see.
I haven't had enough coffee for this, but fine, try me.
What was your resolution for 2023 and how far are you to it?
I know this, not to make any plans. And I'm doing very well.
3 things that we'll always find by your bedside.
Water, candle and a night spray.
A woman who inspires you.
Priyanka Chopra.
Nice. And okay, because what do you like about her?
She's just, so my fondest memory of Priyanka is when she crowned me, I've said this story so many times,
Yeah.
she said, she didn't have to. She didn't crown me. I was being crowned by the previous Miss India and Priyanka was on stage.
Okay.
And she came to me and very sweetly said, "Sweetheart, don't cry. Your pictures will look horrible tomorrow." And it just, I broke from this. I was like, oh my God, And I just had this big smile on my face. And I will never forget that moment.
What a thing to say.
What a thing to
Super.
say, right? Just so lovely. And she
She's
didn't have to. And she's always lovely whenever I meet her. I also she is a true example of adapting.
Wow, she is.
True
She's
example of
yeah.
adapting and collaborating
Right.
and evolving with the times. And she's just so well spoken.
Yeah.
And I love that about her.
Right. Priyanka, mutually we love you.
Mutually.
One strange habit of yours that nobody knows.
I used to iron my pocket money when I was a child because I have neat problems and I would get really mad if it was not neat and crumpled, so I would wet it and iron it.
So I'm assuming your room, your surroundings must be
Oh, yeah.
all up to date.
You can blindfold me and I'll tell you where things are.
Right. Your go-to line when you have to hang up a call.
I'm very bad at that.
Okay.
I'm more of a I'll hear people out kind of like,
And go
I'll
on.
be feeling it, but I won't say anything
won't.
about it.
Right.
I'll just probably say, oh, I have to go now.
Out of all the work that you've done, what has been the one thing that's really satisfied you and you're like, wow, I'm so glad I did this?
Angry Indian goddesses.
Nice.
100%.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
can imagine. The silliest pickup line that someone has used. I can imagine there must be many, but
No, I know
silliest.
this. It's one of those you just fell from heaven
I'm dying to
lines.
hear this.
Oh my God. It was so cheesy. I literally laughed that it worked. It was so cheesy that it worked. Like, it was so cheesy that I was like, fine, you can buy me a drink.
Okay.
I think it was something on the lines of, yes, this cliched one. Did it hurt? And I didn't know this until then. And I'm like, did what hurt? And he's like, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? I was like, that is so bad that it's
but,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was sweet. It was in LA. I can't remember the name of the bar, but it was in LA. We were at a bar, and it got him a drink, and that's it. But it did get him a drink.
One birthday gift that you would like your friends to know that you like and you should get on your next birthday.
This is an old one. I don't know if it's still available, but the R2-D2 remote control.
Wow, that is really
There's
cool.
a remote control round
Yes.
R2D. Did you see the
Yes.
round? Yes. It's old now. I don't know if you still get it, but I want it.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Good one. What's the most rebellious thing you've done as a teenager?
I love to play Scrabble.
Okay.
And I was trying to convince my English teacher to get us all to play a day of Scrabble in class because I was convinced it was a great idea.
It is a great
Right?
idea.
But she was not really on board. However, I thought in my genius brain that I would make her think that it was her idea. So I got up one day in class and I'm like, Mrs. Geraldine Maniar, I'll never forget her. She's my favorite teacher. I was like, Mrs. Maniar, don't you remember saying that we were going to play Scrabble in class one of these days? And she's like, no, I don't. I didn't say that. I was like, shit. Okay, ma'am. She was not happy.
Eventually, you all didn't play.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, back in the day, teachers were not very adaptive like that
No.
way.
No.
Yeah, we had teaching at the different time.
Yeah.
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 If I rate your mobile phone, whose pictures will I see maximum?
Lots of food, lots of coffee, and lots of travel.
Okay, so lots of food and lots of travel. That brings me to the next question. Your favorite cuisine would be,
Japanese.
and your favorite travel destination would be
Japan.
Oh,
I
nice.
just went this year, so I'm
Oh, nice.
I'm dying to go again.
On a scale of 1 to 10, your Instagram addiction would be 1 will be like really high and 10 is less.
5.
Okay, you're somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Not bad. You manage that.
I'm
well.
not, in fact, I'm not an addict at all. It's a very forced thing for me.
And you manage that by your nature, or you are like that, or you learn to be like that?
I learned. I got to a point where I realized that it was not making me feel good.
Okay.
Like I was following people to compare my life. and I was posting to be perceived in a certain way,
Okay.
and it just didn't work.
It
So
just
I
didn't.
just stopped.
Right.
So I unfollowed everyone who I was using for inspiration, but actually we say inspiration,
Yeah.
but actually it's comparison. It's a
maybe.
very fine line. A lot of
line.
people are like, I'm following this influencer, that influencer, because they inspire me, but actually you're looking at it going, I want my life to look this way.
Yeah,
So it's
true.
actually comparison.
Right.
So I made that distinction, changed whoever I follow. So now I will genuinely follow. So you'll see like Entrepreneur, Bloomberg, National Geographic,
Information and
information in some
inspiration
fashion.
maybe. Okay.
Because you got to keep,
Yeah, of course.
I love the
you have
fashion.
to be self.
Love the
yeah.
fashion. Yeah.
Right. The one thing that you regret spending a fortune on.
I have no regrets with money. That's
Okay, just
very.
tell
My
us.
father would be so proud. I have no. I mean, like the thing I spend most on is travel and food.
Okay. Not bags and clothes and a lot of other girly things.
This
like
dress
makeup.
is older than. This is about literally about 10 years old.
Looks fab.
Thank
That's
you.
what counts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm not at all. Not at all.
Okay, well done. You were super with your rapid answers, I have to say.
Thank you.
All very genuine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and
No,
we
it's
can't
been a
wait
pleasure.
to watch all that you said.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Sarah Jane, and you are watching this interview on Bollywood Hungama.